The streaming subs are growing at a pace that really have eclipsed the cable industry's subscriber base. And so the last decade really was truly the year where internet streaming took over cable. And we will see it's just been dispersed more throughout different services that are provided. So I agree with everything that Julia had in her presentation on what to expect going forward. It's going to be super interesting. The streaming war has just begun. You're having telecom players get into this, and it's really using their ability to use content that they've purchased or they've partnered with to extend their services over wireless and the cable lines. It's going to be a really interesting fight going forward.
And Alex, I guess one big secondary effect of this is media companies becoming much more global in their focus as opposed to regional with some occasional foreign sales. Netflix has proven that it's better to be totally global.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the case. At the same time, the view here from Britain is somewhat different. We have a much smaller number of international streaming services that have made it here. Disney Plus still hasn't launched. HBO Max shows no signs of a British invasion. And then we also have extremely strong native players. The BBC with its iPlayer is still the most popular streaming service in the UK, and it and the other terrestrial broadcasters have teamed up to launch a service called BritBox, which sells their streaming to British consumers. I think the international fight isn't as easily won as some of the American companies think it will be. They may own a lot of the content, but homegrown material, wherever you are, is surprisingly popular. It's not all about who owns Friends or The Office or Frasier.
Cecilia, clearly all of this disruption has led to quite a few mergers as well in the past decade. Do you think that we've sort of seen the bulk of that, and the next decade or even the next couple of years won't see any more of those big media mergers?
I think you're going to see a lot more M&A activity pick up going forward. This is the whole reason why AT&T bought Time Warner in 2018, was to purchase that very, very valuable content, which includes HBO and Warner Studios. This is the vision that AT&T had, was to bring all of that content to a streaming service for its AT&T wireless and telecom subscribers. So you're going to see much more M&A activity between the pipes and the content providers, and to merge together to bring services that are bundled in many ways like their own private sort of streaming cable service and the infrastructure as well. And you're going to see content providers merge. This is just the beginning. There's big questions as to where Verizon stands in all of this. There's really big questions as to how the big tech companies in Silicon Valley will adjust as well to try to get more into a piece of this action. Big questions on where YouTube goes forward in terms of how it competes against some of these big streaming service providers. So this is, again, just the beginning.